Hello everyone. In a world where people who think are either killed or put in jails, where people are reared in a sort of altered reality, where people are unfree, uninformed, in a free and highly informed world, where one doesn't have a single person to share the outrage that one feels against the world, where freedom is taken away at a frightening pace, it's urgent. It's urgent for us to become troublesome citizens, to refuse to allow the state take away the freedom. And it is here that the popularly unpopular name Arundhati Roy comes in, touching all the comfortable nerves and unsettling it forever. The name Arundhati Roy resonates a ton of controversies in the political, social, and economic scenario. In 1997, her first novel, God of Small Things, made her the first Indian woman to win the coveted Man Booker Prize. This was a book that sold more than 6 million copies worldwide. Way before that, she had attracted media attention when she criticized the film Bandit Queen by Shekhar Kapoor in her review titled The Great Indian Rape Trick. Later, after the publication of The God of Small Things, she turned her pen to politics. In July 1998, she published an essay, The End of Imagination, about the series of 5 nuclear bomb tests conducted by the government in the sands of Rajasthan. The essay denounced India's nuclear policy for placing the lives of millions in danger. From then on, Arundhati Roy began to fall from the darling of India who won the prestigious Booker Prize to a dissident. I would like to call her an artivist. I don't know if that kind of a word exists or not, but then she is a kind of an artivist who combines both art and activism. She became a spokesperson after the publication of The God of Small Things. She became a spokesperson against global capitalism, neocolonialism, neoliberalism, economic totalitarianism, which is bordered on fascism, environmental colonialism. She began to talk against Bush, against war in Afghanistan, against terrorism of all sorts. She began to criticize the government's love for dams, putting lives and destiny of millions of people at stake. Arundhati Roy was featured in the BBC television documentary Dam Age, which is about the struggle against the big dams in India. She criticized the government's stand in Kashmir issue, spoke against the corporate takeover of land and water, spoke against the fascist supremacist agenda in the democratic India. And she also sympathized with the tribal people dwelling in the forests in India, for which she was labeled a Maoist supporter. She voiced against America's occupation of Afghanistan, Iraq, and the whole world. She voiced against the corporate greed, against the multinational corporations, including the World Bank. She vehemently criticized the human rights violation in India as well as across the world, often putting herself at odds with the Indian legal authorities. She has always fought on the ground. Power politics, the algebra of infinite justice, war talk, listening to grasshoppers, public power in the age of empire, Broken Republic, The Cost of Living, Capitalism, A Ghost Story, etc. are some of her non-fictional works. In 2017, Arundhati Roy published The Ministry of Utmost Happiness, her second fictional and political book. Arundhati Roy is a person who does not have the luxury of carelessness, and she is very meticulous and observes things in detail. She travels across the world to make sure of her conclusions and brings out her statements in a very poetic and political way with a powerful and confident voice. We need to have such singular and independent voices like Arundhati Roy. As she herself says, it is a writer's job to be unpopular and to stand alone. It is a writer's job to create holes to the walls created by the government. we'll look at the speech come September, which has become much controversial in the current academic landscape. The speech was delivered on September 18, 2002 at the Lennon Foundation in Santa Fe, New Mexico, United States. The speech talks about the concept of nationalism, about state and economic violence, corporate globalization, about United States and Britain occupying different parts of the world, including Afghanistan and Iraq. It also deals with Palestine, where a particular group of population is being prepared to be wiped off the map. The speech also talks about the complicated nature of democracy, where small children are being indoctrinated into religious bigotry and hatred. She also talks about people who are living in utmost luxury on the one side and people who live in the midst of penury on the other side. The whole speech is not about September alone. It is about September, it is about August, it is about other months in which, just because of the US, people in different parts of the world are treated as superfluous eaters who are not required in the world, by demonizing them or by making them faceless. We'll talk about that in the coming video. So let me sign off with a thought of Arundhati Roy from The Cost of Living. To love, to be loved, to never forget your own insignificance, to never get used to the unspeakable violence and the vulgar disparity of life around you, to seek joy in the saddest places, to pursue the beauty to its lair, to never simplify what is complicated and to complicate what is simple, to respect strength, never power, above all, to watch, to try and understand, to never look away, and never to forget. Thank you.